Hello, Happy New Year 2023. Whoa, that was fast, right? 2022 was like, all right, so we're in 2023. If you have tried different ways of stating your New Year resolution, goals, etc., and you may have noticed that some work better than others, right? So today, we're gonna explore shamanic tools and creative tools that will help you approach a new year intention from a very feminine perspective. I think it's from the sacred feminine gifts, so that they actually empower your goals more. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I am Maria Mar, artist, shaman, storyteller, the creatress of Story Alchemy, Artchemy, and She Dance. And you are watching the Artchemy Atelier. You are sharing with me in the Artchemy Atelier, my studio where I explore with you art as an alchemy for life. Now I'm in New York, so you may hear a lot of noises, and also I have a fan because, believe it or not, even though it's winter, it's like summer, like August here, which I'm not gonna complain, but I hope that if it bothers you too much, leave me a comment in Facebook and I'll check. I'll check. Let me see how I check this. All right, I don't see anything. I'll check it in a little while and then I'll turn the fan off. All right. So let's start by creating a sacred space so that the spirit helps us get out of our own way, and we bring a bubble of sacred wisdom and protection here with us today. So I'm gonna do my quick ceremonial opening, which is approaching the temple, approaching sacred space as a temple. All right, and it's embodied like many of the things that I use through movement and like sourcing the body, what I call body sourcing. And then after that, I'm going to go through the foundations. I'm looking at my outline, right? So it's not that I'm being rude, but I'm looking at my outline to make sure that I cover. We're going to go through the foundations of what works, what doesn't work, and why. And then we're going to go into a deep dive process, embodied process, to get your keyword or key phrase. It could be a phrase, right? So that's what I'm calling keyword. It's like an open sesame, right, of your new year intention, right? And then after that, we're gonna go through the process, and then if we have time, we have the optional giving you a she dance, so that every day you activate this keyword. All right. If I cannot do it, then I will add it on to the or put another video, whatever is easier for me, in the Artchemy Atelier for you to then go there and check it out, right? Okay, so let's start. Just sit there and take a few deep, gentle breaths. Release all the stress and tension and rush and push. Inhale harmony. Exhale stress. Inhale gratitude. Exhale stress and tension. Inhale serenity. Exhale confusion, rush, chaos. Be here with yourself. Be here with yourself. And let us be here together. No matter when or from where you're seeing this. So now let's stand up. Now move my portable desk. You may want to lead a candle in your altar or in your table to bring spirit in. That feels good to you. And just do this with me, walk with me. You take one step. I walk towards the temple. And there are 3 steps that lead to the temple. We take the first step up. In this step, our protectors come, our guardian angels, our spirit guardians that are guiding us through life. And they enter our sacred self, they fuse with our sacred self. Well, they're always there. And they bring 2 pillars. The pillars of light, the pillar of intention, and the pillar of protection. Now they are set in this sacred space. We climb the next step, and our ancestors join us. Our beloved departed, our muertitos, and also all our ancestors, because all beings are our ancestors, and they can be ancestors from other lives, right? So all our ancestors, and they bring 2 light pillars: healing family karma, healing personal history, healing historical trauma, healing and growth or transformation or evolution, how you want to see it. We receive those pillars of light, and they are now installed in this sacred space. We give a 3rd space, and now we are in the portal, in the descanso for the entrance of the temple. And here there are 4 pillars, and they are brought by our whole spiritual circle, our spiritual family, our spirit team, however you see it, and all our creation partners from all directions and dimensions, from the east, the south, the west, and the north, and from all dimensions with love. And they bring the pillars of joy. Joy is a choice. Joy is an attitude. Joy is a vibration, and we embrace it. And they bring a pillar of love. To love ourselves, to love life, to love each other, to love this beautiful world. And they bring the pillar of creativity. Because we are the creators beings. And they bring the pillar of truth, so that we see the truth, so that we see what we're not seeing. Because the truth heals us. And with those 4 pillars, we enter into the temple. I cross the temple. I am the temple. We are all in this sacred temple. All right? So now this sacred space is created. So in a sacred space, you're surrounded by beauty and truth and love and joy, protected, and in a process of healing, transformation, and joy. All right. So now let's talk about the foundations. First thing is, all right, what works and what does not work. What works is a soul directed intention or declaration, however you want to. It's a soul. It needs, the architecture of it needs to be soul prompted, soul directed, soul sourced. Right? What does not work is when we go up in the head, like we usually are, right? And we try to figure it out, and we start putting numbers and goals, because goals are not the same as intentions. We're going to see it in the next set item, but you know, our logical mind is not the instrument to receive the year and create a password, a keyword for the year, because our logical mind works with the familiar. It looks at precedents, it looks at experience and extrapolates. It does not deal with the unknown. Our creative mind, our creativity, our intuition is the one that works with the unknown. Right? So we enter into our creativity, which is our womb and our heart. We enter into this. Those are the feminine zones. And from there to our creative, intuitive, our oneness connection with the universe, we co-create this. This is a co-creation. We enter what the Asian wisdom called Wu Wei. Right. So that's the first one, soul sourced. The second one is intention. And here we're going to distinguish between goals and intentions. We have been trained, because we're living in a patriarchy still to this day. The masculine works with willpower and goals and numbers and doing stuff in the world and how-tos. All of that is the masculine part of us, both in women and men. The yang, the masculine, the Shiva, however you want to see it. And that is not the same as intention. Intention is sourced in the heart. It is a heart task. It belongs to the domain of the heart. And it is so much powerful than willpower. Willpower lasts 4 hours a day. That's it. It's a limited energy supply, because it is sourced from within, from the self. Intention is sourced from oneness. That's what we do in eco-creation. And as such, it can last forever. An intention can last for a year, a decade. You can keep working at it until it happens. It gives you a very long-term devotion and an endless supply of energy and resources. And that's what we want. And therefore, intention is sourced in the heart, which is the seat of the soul. Makes sense, right? All right. So intention, when my recommendation for intention, there are many different ways of doing it, but my recommendation is that you always see it as a choice. I choose to. Because if you say, I will, and it's not happening now, your logical mind is going to start sabotaging that, because your logical mind has no evidence for it. And then you're going to have, that constant voice bothering you. But if you say, I choose to, then it is your free choice. See? All right, so it is body sourced. What do I mean by that? We live up on the head, and we need to come downstairs. We need to come downstairs, because that's where the wisdom is, The knowledge is in the head, but the wisdom is in the body and the heart and the soul and the emotions, like the flow that is going through the whole body, including the brain. Right. So we cannot isolate ourselves. We're going to be talking heads. All right. So it's body source, and we're going to do that today. We're going to body source. All right. And we have an adversarial relationship with the body in this society, or competitive. We want to make the body do something, like lose weight, like do this even if it hurts, like keep working even if you're tired. You know what I'm saying? We want to be the boss of our body and control it with our mind, and that immediately creates a dissociation and an incoherence, right? So that's painful. What we want is to listen to the body. So how do we listen to the body? In breath. We listen to the body in breath, in the present, without judgment, and allowing it to speak its language. So what is the language of the body? Sensation, emotion, frequencies, vibrations, moods, sometimes images, sometimes memories. But it's an internal knowing, and of course intuition. It's an internal knowing. Right? So we want to listen to the body in breath, get out of the way, and listen to where in the body is this resonating, and we're gonna be doing that in the process today. So it's body source. When we do this body source, it's really powerful. And the fourth thing, so we have soul prompted or directed or source, intention body sourced, and the last one is heart compass calibrated. So after we generate it in the body source, in the heart and soul, we go back to the heart and we calibrate it. And we're also gonna do that. All right? Okay. So let's go for it now. So I'm going to take you into a little journey here, a mini journey, to answer this question. Now, the question is, what is the longing in your soul? What is the longing in your soul? Why do you even need to create a keyword? What is that you want to manifest it? But you don't want to stay in the mind that says, oh, I want to have $10,000 a month. I want to make 6 figures. I want to have a perfect partner. Right? You want to source it in the soul. So let's go into the source. Close your eyes, just listen to my voice. It's 3 big inhales with a side in exhale. Place your hands in your heart, on your heart. With your eyes closed, keep breathing into your heart. And you're going to see a portal, a doorway, path, and you want to enter that door. You touch the door with love, and it opens. And you see long steps going downward. And the walls have beautiful roses and other flowers, lotuses, moonflowers, many other flowers, your favorite flowers there. They adorn the walls, and you keep going down. The ladder is safe. Steps are safe. The stairway takes you down. As you go down, you hear your heart's whispers. You're beautiful and soft and gentle, and full of love and wisdom. And they urge you to keep going down. And in the darkness of the portal at the bottom of the stairway, there's a light, a beautiful warm light. So you follow, you enter the darkness, following that light. The light pulsates, warm, golden, loving. And you see a temple. You see a temple made of trees that bend. And at the center there is a throne. That is the throne of the ancestral heart. And it beckons you, calls for you. And it's pulsating with the light. So you go towards it. And yes, sit, we welcome you, the throne says. So you sit in that huge throne, and you feel like you want to curl, and cuddle like a kid. Feel so safe and so warm. And the whispers of the heart are growing, deep voice like velvet, deep resonating in all of your cells. And it's answering the question, what is the longing? And you just listen in breath. Thank you, you say, to the ancestral throne, the throne of the ancestral heart. Thank you, you say, to the trees, to Pachamama, to the heart and to oneness. And you get off the throne and start walking back through the portal of the dark cave, up the stairs with flowers on the walls that create this wonderful aroma that enters your nose and goes all immediately into your nervous system, calming you, inspiring you. Up the stairs, and again you touch the door of the heart, and it opens, and you're back in your seat. So wiggle in the seat, touch the seat, and write down in your journal whatever came. It may be that you already have, it's giving you a keyword. It may be that's giving you some verbs or something, a noun, a verb. It may give you a sensation or an image. Just write whatever you can articulate in your journal. All right, so now there's two things that you may want. Either you have had an intention, like a long-term intention, that you've been carrying on, and what you want your keyword to do for you is like the next step within that intention. Right? Like that's my case. I've been working towards the development of my program in a sustainable way, and so that is and it's like part of my own creativity. It's like it's me, and it's my tribe that I came here to serve. So for me, it's like the next step. But it might be that you want like a new intention, right? So be clear on that. If it's a next step, then it's going to be more like specific, connected to the intention you've been carrying on. If that intention may be more long term and maybe like bigger in a sense, and new. All right. So now that we're clear, now that you're clear whether you're carrying the intention or setting a new intention, all right, now we're going to do body sourcing. Oh. So you were here in your heart, right? That's what you came out of your heart, out of the cave of the soul that you will be sitting. So now what I want you to do is adopt the tree pose. Your feet are grounded and connected, like you send shoots, roots into the ground. Your knees are soft, like flex, not rigid. And you're floating up from the top of the head, shoulders and arms relaxed. And so there's an opening here because you're floating up. And that feels like a tree. So now you're going to put your hands on your womb. Now your womb is the seat of your creative passion. And it's also desire and raw emotions. All right, so you're going to put your hands there, and you're going to start bending one knee and then the other, alternating right left. You see where I'm out? The only thing I'm doing is bending my knees. What happens is that when I bend my knee, my body automatically moves the hips. And if I stay out of my way, then I'm going to get into a flow motion. Naturally. I don't have to do anything. I love this. Because it's so relaxing. And it gets you into the flow. And it activates the flowing chakras in your energy body, which are the yin or feminine or shakti chakras. Alright. So you just bend one knee, right, left, and you enjoy. You're just enjoying. You can close your eyes and place a smile, smile for yourself, smile for your body. And as you do, you're breathing into your womb and you're listening. What is that I desire? What is my creative passion telling me? What ignites my passion? What is my delight? What do I truly deeply desire? Breathe into the womb. Keep the knees and hips just swinging naturally and enter the flow motion. Allow your spine to enter the flow motion of the hips so that your whole body is in the flow motion state. And you're breathing into the womb. Listen. So there's emotions that may be bursting out. Like for me, it was enthusiasm. Like woo, woo. Listen to the emotions. Listen to the passion, the creative passion. Listen to whatever's coming, and it may be an image of you in a state, or whatever it is. Honor it, because that's your body telling you. Right. Then I'll bring your hands to your heart again. And now you're going to bring whatever the womb told you to your heart. Whatever that was, a frequency, an emotion, an image of human movement or doing something, whatever it was, bring it to your heart. Where intention is created. Now you're going to continue with the flow motion. You're going to go like this, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. So you're doing horizontal and like a little bounce. It changes into a little bounce. And you're doing a vertical flow. And what is in your hands now? What is your heart placing in your hands? That feels it to overflowing. That brings joy and serenity. That feels like, yes, this is my essence. Yes, this is me flowering, blossoming. Yes, this is my unique contribution to the world. Yes. What is the heart saying a yes to? And now bring it to your solar plexus. And here we're going to change into the structural chakras of the body, which are the masculine, yang, or Shiva, and source all your goals, your skills, your work that you're doing, your expertise, your hobbies. Source all your actions in the world and interactions in the world, what you have been building, what you want to build. Source all of that here in your gut. And now you're going to connect to your cosmic self, your star constellation. So source it and then let it fly into your star constellation like star sparks. And then connect to that star constellation. And there are stars there, there's beings from other dimensions. There's resources there, and there's other people there that you may know or may yet not have met. You just connect to that. That is your kind of your energy family of stars, because you're starting. You connect there. You took all of the very practical and functional things within you and you throw it there like sparks, like sparks, and see what configuration is forming there that brings the form of what you longed and your heart said. All right, got it from me. And bring it back to your solar plexus. So now, sit down, open your journal, and write down your experience. What did your womb give you? The creative passion, motivation, desire, delight. What was ignited there? What does your womb want? And you can do this whether you have a physical womb or not, because you have the matrix, the energy matrix. And you're going into your second chakra and the energy matrix. Just write, like stream of consciousness. You just want to gather it before it goes away. Allow whatever is forming to do it without interfering right now. Because this is a creative process. And the creative process, you want to allow it to flow before you edit. Otherwise you kill it. Okay, and what did the heart give you? What was that yes from the heart that God placed in your hands that gave you the sense of yes, this fills my heart and to overflow. This brings deep delight and serenity. This is like the essence of me expressed, or growing or blossoming. What was it? Write it down. Catch it before it flies away. And now, what was the shape you saw? What pattern did all of that, when you added your skills, your experience, etc., all your functional stuff, your tools, and threw it in as sparks into your star constellation? What did the star constellation reveal? What pattern? What form? I don't want to put too many words because It's different for everybody. For me, it was like a mandala, but then the mandala was a star, and the star was contracting and expanding, and at the same time moving, like a wheel, right? Okay. So now we go back and put our hands in the heart, and we're gonna let the heart cook this, right? Because we want a verb, preferably a verb. A verb is the most powerful form that you can use. But you don't want a verb that is external. In other words, you don't want work, write, eat, walk. That does nothing. Those are actions, but they are not transformative actions. So you want alchemical actions. And those have a component that is from the sacred divine, from the heart. So the examples I want to share with you is my verb for this year is circulate. Another verb that I heard from another friend of mine is breakthrough. Another friend of mine shows cross-pollinate. Right. Or it could be expand, connect. What else? I have other examples that can help you. Release, open. Like another one, say open space for, for what you want, for the new things, for the unknown. Open a space. All right. So let your heart, now you listen to your whole body. Now let your heart, and you listen to your star constellation. So now let your heart cook it into an alchemical action. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and I will answer. Now, you want to check if you have qualifiers. If that feels complete and satisfactory, you're done. If you feel like, this is great, but maybe you need some qualifiers. Let me give you an example of my qualifiers that I got. Circulate, joy and beauty. Now, the reason for me for joy and beauty is because this is a carryover from my intention from last year, that I was given a guidance, lead with beauty. And it changed everything. It changed like my whole, everything I was doing, and I loved what emerged. And I actually were upgraded and a higher frequency that I'm feeling. So it's circulate, joy, and beauty. So it's a carryover from last year, but the action is circulate. And for me, that circulation is just like, don't let anything be a bottleneck, because sometimes my technology and my videos or this get a bottleneck. It's like keep circulating, keep flowing, keep circulating. Hours, like connecting and circulating and expanding and circulating. Joy and beauty from, those are the energies, the frequencies, right? And I see it as a continuum of reciprocity. And there is a message there that I hear, like a whisper, that says, just keep circulating consistently. Just keep circulating, and things will come through the law of circulation and reciprocity. It's like, don't get entangled in the mechanics of things or in the goals of things. It will come to pass. So that's like the wise voice that I'm hearing. That is under this keyword or key phrase. So listen if you need some qualifiers. Like, if let's say that, like my friend Deborah, she got breakthrough, then a qualifier may be through breakthrough by opening, or breakthrough gently, or breakthrough bravely. You know what I'm saying? Or breakthrough with joy, right? So it doesn't need that. If it doesn't need it, better, because it's very the less words, the more powerful. That's how it works. The less words, the most powerful. But if you need qualifiers, because that's part of the message and the one you remind you of that, then this is the moment to get your qualifiers. So take your time. Use journaling for that, or just listening if you want. And once you get your qualifiers, listen to them in your heart, like in silence. See how it feels. Then whisper them. Then say out loud for yourself in listening to your voice. And then say it out loud to the universe, like a declaration. See, like you're testing it. See if it fits, or if it needs tweaking. You don't tweak with your head, with your mind. You always go back and check with your heart. So the heart is your compass, is your North Star. All right. So now every day in the morning, you're gonna do this. You're gonna say it out loud. You're gonna say it to your heart. You're gonna say it to yourself. Whisper. You're gonna say it to yourself. and listening to your own voice, and you're going to declare to the universe. And when you declare to the universe, go like this, the star pose, and then bring from the universe back to your heart, and understand that this is a co-creation. Remember, it's a co-creation. You are not doing this alone in separation, because you source it from oneness. So oneness is saying, this is what the universe needs from you, from your divine essence, and what you came here to do at this moment. And this is going to make you grow or bloom, and at the same time it's going to help the universe, the world, the humanity, etc. So it's already approved by this process. So now it's a co-creation. So that's why I want you to yourself, to your heart, to yourself, to the universe, and then to your star constellation, connect, because that's the star constellation is like your star family, because you are a star being, you came from the stars, right? So there, by that, throughout the day, that you're co-creating this with the universe. And the other thing I want to say is that now you can establish a goal. Like I want, for example, I want a new email list with 200 or 300 new subscribers that are very engaged, that are like really butterfly women. And I'm opening a beta version again, a second beta version of my program. So those are my goals. See? But now I'm looking at my goals through my intentional keyword. Right? So circulate, that's what you want. You're going to do it through circulate, joy, and beauty. So how do I circulate joy and beauty as a way of getting this? Or as I do this. You understand? That's when the marriage of the sacred feminine and sacred masculine takes place. All right? Good. All right, so what else do I have? Okay, so Q&A. So remember, post your questions or your feedback. I appreciate your feedback, or your comments in the comment area below, and I will go later today and tomorrow to check, and throughout the week I will check and answer any question or reply to you. All right, so let's walk the temple back. So now let's close the ceremony. So we get out of the temple. You can walk back or towards the opposite direction, but for me so you see I'm walking backwards. And now I'm in the portal, and there are my spirit guides, my spirit circle, all my creation partners from all directions and dimensions. And so I'm going to say, thank you, I release you. I take a step. The second step, my ancestors, I say, thank you, I release you. And the last step, my spirit guides, my guardian angels, thank you, I release you. And this container is now closed. Yahoo! All right. Beautiful. We're in time. Whoa, we're in time. Hallelujah. All right. All right. So, all right. So, this will be in the Butterfly Waves group for you to see later. I will also post it in the Artchemy Atelier YouTube channel. And I've decided that I'm going to do a she dance, like a separate video, saying dancing your New Year intention. All right? So I'm going to put this today, and then tomorrow or later today, I'll do another video. Because that way it's, not that long, and if you see this, you can just see the other one. All right? So thank you. Thank you for being you, and for being here with me.